In this video, I'm going to talk about Christian and Islamic art, specifically about mosaics which are located at the Mausoleum of Gala Placidia, representing Christian art, and the Dome of the Rock, representing Islamic art. The Mausoleum of Gala Placidia is located in Ravenna, Italy. It has a cruciform structure in which the building structure is built as a cross. The building has a pair of valuted arms, which are architectural elements formed by the extension of an arch shape which resembles a semi-cylinder. It is believed that the mausoleum contains relics and was used to honor martyrs. This is suggested by the depiction of a saint in the entrance of the building. The outside design of the mausoleum is simple, but the inside contains one of the most elaborated mosaics in early Christian art. In the mosaic titled The Good Shepherd, Jesus is depicted sitting among his flock with a cross in his hand. He is dressed in gold and purple. This was a different depiction of Jesus since he was mostly depicted carrying a lamb on his shoulders. There is balance since the sheep are distributed evenly in groups of three on both sides of the composition. The background consists of a landscape with a blue sky. The figures are three-dimensional and are depicted in a classical traditional style. The barrel balut of the lunette has a pattern design that looks like a hybrid between stars and flowers with a blue ground. The stars are very similar but in different sizes. The pattern is organized in rows alternating big and small stars. The decorative pattern is two-dimensional. This mosaic is inspired by textiles and floor mosaics. These kind of designs emphasize the plain surface of the balut and contrast with the wall mosaics such as the composition of the Good Shepherd. Also, there are different depictions of star patterns. For example, the dome of the tower has a golden star pattern and a golden cross in the center of the dome. The importance of the staring mosaic is that it represents one of the greatest creations of God and the importance of His creation. The Dome of the Rock is located at the highest point in Old Jerusalem. This building is not a mosque, as it may seem a simple sight. In fact, it is the first Islamic building that commemorates the triumph of Islam in Jerusalem. It is characterized by its octagon shape, golden dome, and blue tails. At the center inside the building there is a rocky staircase. There are many stories related to this place. For example, it is believed that this place was Adam's grave. Also, it is believed that this place was where Abraham was going to sacrifice his son. Muhammad is also related to this place since it is believed that this location was where he began his journey to heaven. The influence of Christian art in this building has the purpose of impose the presence of Islam in Jerusalem since Christianity and Judaism were already predominant. The Islamic mosaics don't depict human or animal figures, even though Islam does not prohibit the use of figurative art, but religious buildings maintain a style more inspired by vegetative nature. The iconography is focused on different types of trees, vines, crown designs, and vases. There is lack of naturalism depicted in an abstract way. The colors gold, green, and blue predominate, while the use of red and darker colors are more moderate. Also, the use of calligraphy in the mosaic represents the Islamic aesthetic, since it represents verses from the Quran and descriptions about the Islamic faith. The different types of calligraphy around the building provide a sense of focus on different areas. There is not a focal point which relates to the belief that God is omnipresent. There is also repetition of forms which represents the infinity of God. A couple of things to consider between both religious buildings is that both religions are monotheistic, meaning that they have the same concept and belief that there is only one God. The main inspiration in religious buildings comes from the stories in the Bible and the Quran, which also share religious stories in common. Mosaics became very popular during the early Christian and early Islamic art. Both contain abstract depictions of nature. The use of color is also similar between blue, golden, brown, and green colors. Well, this was my final video project. I hope it was interesting.